Have you ever wondered what your first line of defense is in case of a financial emergency? In our journey through life, we encounter unpredictable events, some of which can shake our financial stability. Imagine losing your job unexpectedly or facing a health crisis that leaves you with hefty medical bills. Such instances can leave you in a financial strain, but there's a way to cushion yourself against such shocks. Enter the concept of financial security. At its core, financial security is about being prepared for life's curveballs. It's about building a buffer that can help you navigate through the stormy financial seas. And a critical part of this security is an emergency fund. This is a stash of money set aside to cover the financial surprises life throws your way. It's your financial lifeboat, ready to rescue you in the choppy waters of unexpected expenses. An emergency fund is not just a safety net, but a financial lifeboat ready to rescue you when you're drowning in unexpected expenses. So, what exactly is this emergency fund we're talking about? Great question. Let's dive right in. An emergency fund, in its most basic sense, is a stash of money that's been set aside specifically to cover the unexpected financial surprises life throws your way. Think about it like a financial safety net. It's there to catch you when you fall. These aren't your everyday expenses or even those regular, larger expenses like yearly insurance premiums or holiday gifts. No, the emergency fund is there for those sudden, unforeseen expenses that can otherwise throw your budget into chaos. Now, the types of financial emergencies that might require dipping into your emergency fund can vary greatly. It could be a major car repair that's needed because your trusty vehicle decided to break down on the freeway. It might be a sudden health issue that results in costly medical bills. Or perhaps it's the loss of a job, leaving you without a regular income for a period of time. In all these situations, and many others, an emergency fund is your financial lifeline. It allows you to navigate these tough times without the need to take on debt or make drastic cuts to your existing budget. Imagine a scenario where you lose your job. It's stressful, right? Now imagine the same scenario but with an emergency fund in place. The job loss is still a blow, but you have a financial buffer to keep you afloat while you're finding new employment. That's the peace of mind an emergency fund can bring. But here's the key: the emergency fund needs to be easily accessible. That's why we often recommend keeping it in a high-yield savings account. This way, the money is not only safe and earning a bit of interest, but it can also be quickly accessed when you need it most. Remember, the goal of an emergency fund is to have available funds for when you're dealing with unemployment or you have an unexpected expense. It's about security, stability, and peace of mind. So, let's continue this journey towards financial resilience. Now that you know what an emergency fund is, let's delve into why it's so important. Picture this. You're cruising along the highway of life when out of the blue, your car breaks down, or perhaps you lose your job unexpectedly. Maybe medical expenses creep up on you. These are all speed bumps on life's highway that can throw you off course. That's where an emergency fund comes into play. It's like a financial shock absorber, cushioning you against these unexpected costs, ensuring you don't veer off track. Consider your emergency fund as your personal financial safety net. It's there to catch you when you fall, to give you a soft landing during hard times. This fund can be the difference between a minor hiccup and a major financial catastrophe. It is a buffer that prevents you from falling into the debt trap when unforeseen expenses arise. Imagine, if you will, a dam. It's strong, sturdy, holding back the waters. But when the rains come and the waters rise, the pressure builds. Without a spillway, a way to safely release the excess water, the dam could break, leading to devastation. Your emergency fund is that spillway, helping you manage the pressure of unexpected financial burdens without breaking your budget. Moreover, an emergency fund provides peace of mind, a priceless commodity in today's fast-paced world. It allows you to sleep soundly at night, knowing you're prepared for what life may throw your way. It's the reassurance that if the unexpected happens, you're not left scrambling, wondering how you're going to make ends meet. In essence, an emergency fund is not just about money. It's about financial stability and independence. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. It's about taking control of your financial future rather than leaving it to chance. An emergency fund, therefore, is an essential tool for financial stability and independence. So start building yours today. Your future self will thank you. You may be asking, how much money should I have in my emergency fund? The answer, while straightforward, requires a bit of personal reflection and calculation. The universally accepted rule of thumb in the world of finance is to have 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in your emergency fund. This includes everything from your rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation costs, healthcare, and any other regular expenses you might have. But why 3 to 6 months, you ask? Well, this cushion is designed to cover your expenses in case of a job loss or a major unexpected expense. It provides a financial safety net that allows you to navigate these rough waters without sinking into debt. Now remember, this is just a guideline. The precise amount you need to save can vary based on your individual circumstances and financial obligations. If you have dependents, substantial medical costs, or a less stable income, you might want to aim for a larger safety net. On the flip side, if you have a stable job, no dependents, and low fixed costs, you might be comfortable with a smaller cushion. It's also important to consider how comfortable you are with risk. Some people sleep better at night knowing they have a year's worth of expenses tucked away. Others might feel that 6 months' worth is plenty. There's no one-size-fits-all answer here. What's most important is that you're making a conscious effort to save and prepare for the unexpected. So, take some time to calculate your monthly expenses and multiply that by the number of months you want your safety net to cover. This will give you a clear target to aim for. And remember, building an emergency fund is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It might take some time to reach your goal, and that's okay. What matters is that you're moving in the right direction. Ultimately, the amount in your emergency fund should give you the peace of mind that you can handle any of life's unexpected events. So, where should you keep this emergency fund? That's the question we're going to answer in this section. The answer may seem simple, but it's important to put a bit of thought into this. The most important consideration when deciding where to keep your emergency fund is accessibility. In the event of an emergency, you want to ensure that you can access your funds quickly and easily. This isn't the time to be wrestling with complicated financial tools or waiting for investments to mature. This is why a high-yield savings account is often the best choice for keeping your emergency fund. These accounts are designed to be easily accessible, allowing you to withdraw your money at any time without penalties. Plus, as the name suggests, they offer a higher interest rate than regular savings accounts. This means your emergency fund will grow over time, even as it sits waiting for that rainy day. But what about other options? You might be tempted to invest your emergency fund in stocks, bonds, or mutual funds to get a higher return. However, these options come with their own set of risks. The value of these investments can fluctuate, and if an emergency occurs when the market is down, you might find yourself with less money than you initially invested. Moreover, these investment options are not as liquid as a savings account. This means that it could take several days or even weeks to access your money if you need it urgently. This lack of immediacy could add stress to an already stressful situation. So, while it might be tempting to try and get a higher return on your emergency fund, it's crucial to remember its primary purpose, to be a safety net. And a safety net needs to be reliable and readily available when you need it. To sum up, your emergency fund is best kept in a place where it is easily accessible, safe from market fluctuations, and still able to earn you a bit of interest. And for most people, a high-yield savings account ticks all these boxes. Having your emergency fund in a high-yield savings account ensures that the money is there when you need it most while still earning you interest. In conclusion, an emergency fund is a vital part of any financial plan. It's the financial safety net that catches you when life throws unexpected twists your way. We've looked at its importance, the peace of mind it offers, and how it forms the cornerstone of your financial security. Remember, this isn't just about stashing away cash. It's about preparing for the unforeseen, about ensuring you're not left scrambling when the unexpected happens. It's about having 3 to 6 months' worth of your expenses tucked away in a high-yield savings account, accessible when you need it most. Having an emergency fund isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the buffer between you and life's financial surprises. It's your first line of defense in a world of uncertainty. So don't delay. Start building your emergency fund today and take the first step towards achieving financial security and peace of mind.